exciting event. The Focus 2020 initiative and the distribution of iPads to all of your children will take place finally tonight. We have sent you numerous emails over the past couple of weeks, so we're so glad that the day has finally arrived that you're all here and you're going to be leaving with your brand new device. During this opening presentation, we will not have time to answer individual questions, but don't worry, we have numerous volunteers on site to help you out tonight. Of course, we are here tomorrow, and every day forward, we're here to help you and your child as they learn how to work and interact with this new piece of equipment. Teaching and learning is changing in the 21st century, and you are part of an exciting time in the history of North Allegheny School District. We spoke with all of the sixth graders yesterday at the end of the day, and their excitement was evident. So much so that we want to share that with you a little bit. Okay, sixth graders, don't let me down, okay? I've heard you in lunch. Ready? When I say I, you say pad, I. We are? Good job, guys. As you can tell, there's a little excitement for their iPad. Tonight we plan to distribute the devices in a way that is thoughtful and protects this property. By the way, great job, sixth graders. I'm really proud of you. That was very good. When you arrived tonight with the signed user agreement and Apple ID created for you, that brought you into the auditorium as we get ready to proceed. We've also asked that you either accept or decline the insurance for the program. This must have been done prior to this evening. If you have not done so with the Apple device or the Apple ID and the insurance, you can do that tonight. The tables are set up in the main foyer area to help you get through those steps. We have people there to assist you. Please go to these tables before you move on to pick up your iPad if you haven't done so already. You will not be able to pick up your iPad tonight until those steps have been completed. Our evening will move quickly, and we hope that you will get home very soon. We have many North Allegheny administrators, many teachers, support staff, instructional technology personnel here to help you throughout the evening. We will review the program goals, we'll share information regarding the safeguard of the devices to ensure your child's safety. We will talk about how your child will receive training and then give you directions for the distribution night tonight. We expect that this will all happen very efficiently. At this time, Dr. Shear, the North Allegheny Substitute Superintendent, will introduce you to the Focus 2020 initiative.
Thank you, Mrs. Jenkins. We are certainly excited to be here this evening. This is actually the fourth night of deployments that we've had. The laptops for 9th and 10th grade students, and now the iPads for 6th graders. And it's certainly a change in the way that we're doing business here and making sure that we are finding the most effective way to engage our students in their learning. Approximately 1 year ago, we started to ask those questions out loud and started to bring together a committee of individuals to really see how could we transform the learning environment here at North Allegheny through the use of technology. And so we put together a technology advisory committee comprised of numerous stakeholders throughout the district and really started to look at what could this do for our young people. We know that the world is a very different place than it was when many of us went to school, and we want to make sure that we are always offering the very best for our students. We realize that technology is not an event. It's something that happens day in and day out as part of the learning environment for our students. And so throughout this process, a series of recommendations were made that really led to what you see here, the ultimate fruition of Focus 2020. So we're very excited to be here, very excited to be a part of this evening with you, and we know that we are certainly embarking on a new journey. What I would like to do is actually share with you a video that we put together that does a much better job of explaining all of this than I put up here at the microphone. So, Mrs. Jenkins?
Go big or go. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
The start of this school year marks an exciting time for North Allegheny. The board recently approved a plan that will advance technology at every grade level across the district. The new technology plan will be rolled out over a 4-year period to help ensure both our staff and students achieve success. We are responsible for preparing students for an ever-changing world, and we know that with change, there's lots of challenge. We also know that our North Allegheny community, comprised of students, teachers, staff, principals, and parents are up for that challenge and ready to forge forward. This initiative will enhance the way we deliver curriculum to students by integrating technology into their everyday lesson plans.
The North Allegheny Comprehensive Plan runs a span from 2014 until 2020. Our focus is on 2020. What does this mean as we embark upon a one-to-one initiative over the next 4 years to take us until 2020, but then also how are we delivering our mission and our vision to make sure that all students meet with that success in a changing world?
During the 2014-2015 school year, the North Allegheny School District convened a Technology Advisory Committee. This committee, which consisted of parents, teachers, administrators, school board members, and members of the community at large, came together to research and study how technology might transform the learning environment for the students in North Allegheny. Throughout this collaborative process, the committee learned that in order to personalize learning for our students and continue to provide the best educational experiences for our young men and women, technology needed to be a part of the learning process. The committee specifically recommended that we, number one, create an equitable technology environment for all students and teachers. Number two, adopt a one-to-one computing environment in grades 1 through 12. And 3, expand staffing appropriately to support success. These recommendations are now embedded into what we are calling Focus 2020, preparing NA for a changing world. First, the year 2020 coincides with the end of our comprehensive plan. This strategic plan, which codifies our mission, vision, and belief statements, lays the foundation for the work we do every day and serves as a blueprint for our efforts. The plan also establishes a goal that we will innovate our educational practices and become leaders in technology integration. Second, the year 2020 serves as an important guidepost in our efforts to transform the learning environment through the skilled use of technology. It is our hope that all of the committee's recommendations will be in place by that time. This coming school year, all students and staff members will have access to additional technological resources, and students in grades 9 through 10 will be provided a laptop computer, and students in grade 6 will receive an iPad. Finally, Focus 2020 is a metaphor. When your vision is perfect, there is clarity. It is clear to us that through the use of technology as a learning tool, we will be able to prepare NA students for success in a changing world.
Last year I had the terrific opportunity to serve on the district's Technology Advisory Committee. It was an absolutely eye-opening experience for me. I learned so much. One of the most profound things that I learned was from one of the colleges that we surveyed, where one of the admissions officers told us they're looking for students who are not just consumers of technology, but are creators of technology. It's impossible to be a creator of technology when you're only exposed to technology for short bursts of time. Technology can't be an event. It has to be seamlessly woven into the curriculum and instructional areas daily.
A lot of background work has gone on so far with this project. We've been rebuilding the infrastructure for the last several years to be able to capitalize on this. By 2020, we will be in a completely different place than we are right now, thanks to the hard work of the IT guys.
I think that one-to-one technology will create so many possibilities for both teachers and students. By having immediate access to technology, students and teachers have endless tools, resources, and information at their fingertips. For students, one-to-one technology will enhance the way that they collaborate and communicate with one another, and really provide so many opportunities for them to use critical thinking skills and be creative in their learning.
The district has expanded the ranks of our tech integrators. They're ready and excited to guide us along. Many of the people we work with have expertise in this area as well and can be counted on, as always, to support those of us who are just beginning this ride. Our colleagues are our greatest resource. We are all on this trip together, and together we will gradually get to our destination.
A significant part of teaching and learning is the type of curriculum that we deliver to our young people. We recognize over the course of the next several years, we have a great deal of work to do related to the technological resources that we embed in our instruction at North Allegheny. That means whether it is a website, an application, a piece of hardware, software, whatever it may be, we recognize that this hard work puts everyone in the same place. Getting our students ready for life after North Allegheny, the 21st century, we can do it together, and our hard work will really pay off.
The kids are really having fun with their learning, and that's the goal. We want them to come to school every day, really learn and challenge themselves, be able to achieve the rigor that we expect of them, but to produce something that they're proud of, feel a stake in. It's personalized, it demonstrates what they really know.
Blended learning, well, the research is clear. Nothing can substitute the importance of a teacher in the classroom. But with the advancement of technology, the implementation of blended learning provides teachers the opportunity to maximize learning by combining elements of both face-to-face and online learning.
When asked to think about how the one-to-one initiative has changed me as an educator, I think the best way to respond to that is that it has made me think about learning from the student's perspective more than it ever has. Many times when we think about education, we reflect back on our own experiences. But obviously what we're preparing our children for today and for tomorrow is much different than what we had to be prepared for. So the one-to-one initiative is really making me look through teaching and learning through the eyes of the child, not just in middle school, but K-12.
Our expectations will change every year because the technology changes every year, and what we know and what our students know and have available will continue to evolve. This will be transformative not just for our education but for our organization as we learn to use these resources in tremendous ways to help prepare our students.
I think the next few years in technology are going to be really exciting in North Allegheny. We're going to have digital classrooms everywhere, and we're going to be starting the rollout of one-to-one technology. I know that we can do this and stay a top 100 school district moving forward. We have all of the natural resources ready to roll. All we need to do is to add the technology to the mix. I'm excited about what we're going to do over the next few years. I hope you are too.
Go, go big or go home. 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 Go big or go home.
I want to thank Dr. Draco and Mr. West for sort of leading the effort of putting this video together. It's certainly been a team effort throughout this entire process. I echo some of the board members that you heard there. We're so excited about this. And I do want to thank the staff here at Carson for being so open and wonderful this evening in their time to really see this through to success. And our IT department has just been phenomenal throughout this. So thank you very much for being here. We hope you're as excited as we are. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our Assistant Superintendent of Academic Advancement, Dr. Draco. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and that was quite a cheer. What did you all think of Mrs. Jenkins on the video? We are indeed very, very glad to have you here this evening. We do have a special thank you that we'd like to extend to the Mars Area School District, Upper St. Clair, South Side area, Shaler area, and many other school districts who have been employing a one-to-one environment for a few years now. We have taken their ideas and their support, and they have truly guided us into our program this evening. And once again, we're ready and we're excited for what this will offer for our young people. It is our goal to really transform learning for our students, have a rigorous, engaging, and meaningful experience in every class, every day. We want to provide equitable digital access for students, and that is why we made the decision to have iPads and to start with a whole grade level at a time. We want our students, as well as the entire North Allegheny School District, to become leaders in technology innovation. That is part of our comprehensive plan. We want to promote what we call the 4 C's, and that is critical thinking, creativity, communication, collaboration, all of these for lifelong learning in the 21st century. You have received information, numerous emails from many different offices related to insurance and care. I'd share with all students, please remember that the iPad ultimately is the property of the North Allegheny School District, and at the beginning of the school year, as part of your code of conduct, you did read our acceptable use policy and provide a signature for us. The iPad will come to you this evening in a protective case. And if you have any problems, please let the computer assistant know here at Carson Middle School, and we'll be glad to help you out any way that we're able to do so. We've also shared with you the options for insurance. You have the opportunity to enroll in that insurance if you so choose, and that information is available for you on the website. We are proud to offer our students instruction also in digital safety and how-tos for operating their iPad. We will talk about some of those tips tonight, but more importantly, tomorrow at Carson Middle School, your students will participate in an Apple Core Camp. And that Core Camp will share with our teams the great ideas about how we can use the iPads in the classroom safely and well as they progress through their education. We want you as families to know that the iPads will be filtered when accessing the internet both at school and at home. And also the maintenance of a quality digital footprint, how our students use their iPad not only in school, but then as they communicate with the rest of the world. That is one of our main goals, because this will follow students long after graduation and life. So we thank you very much for coming this evening. We wish you great luck and congratulations for making it here. We know we gave you a lot of jobs to do over the last few weeks, but we thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Kathy Kern, our Coordinator of Academic Technology.
Thank you for coming and spending this time with us. I know how difficult it is to get away from all the commitments we have in our homes, so we truly appreciate that. And the good news is I'm the last person between you and your iPad and from the stage, so this is good. And what I'm really going to talk about is a little bit of the details about the device, not into a great deal, but just give you some general background information. So what we intend is for students to be able to use these devices as a daily part of their classroom experience. When the students receive the devices, there's going to be certain apps on there. They're instructional apps that support what we do in our classrooms. We consider these things, you've heard us talk about having students as creators, these creation-style apps. So you'll see those on the devices. You'll also see Google Drive, because we allow our students to use that for their storage of their content, and we encourage it because they'll be able to get to the resources no matter where they are. And our students have been working with the Google environment for some period of time, and this should be a comfortable experience for them. On the iPad, students will be able to access their online textbook materials and resources that support the instruction. We have some PDF copies of some materials that they'll be able to work with. And those are all things that will be rolled out to your students to work with throughout the year. Your devices are what we consider a managed device, which means that the apps and the updates will be sent to the iPads by the district, so they'll automatically be taken care of. So those little red dots that on us all who are Apple users that feel compelled to tap on, those will be taken care of from the back side of the systems. Now your students can personalize their iPads by doing things like different wallpaper pictures. We've had some parents ask if they could put a screen protector over top of it. We're certainly welcome to do that. We can't install them for you just because they can be a little finicky, but if you have that type of thing, some of the students have been asking us if they can use styluses, by all means. We've asked about the device comes in a case. If you want to upgrade to a more substantial case, we have approved cases of the Autobox Defender and the Griffin, Griffin Slim Survivor. So if you want to upgrade to one of those, by all means, you're welcome to do so. Your students do not need to get a keyboard. We've had a few folks that ask about an external Bluetooth keyboard. The school has keyboards, classroom sets for the instances that we need them, so that's not something we need to worry about providing. We have all of this type of information available for you on the district's website. There's a section under academics called Focus 2020, or you can visit it by going to the main site /Focus 2020, and you'll see content there about the policies, support processes, resources for digital citizenship, FAQs. And this is a really growing and dynamic site. As we hear more feedback and get more questions, we continue to populate it. So it's a check back often type of thing. So what we want you to be able to do tonight is after you get your iPad, you should take it home and charge it. One of the things that we recommend is that you establish a consistent place in your home to charge it. And we really don't think it should be your child's bedroom, because that way when you say, you're done for the night, I don't want you on any devices, that device is downstairs in the kitchen or wherever it is that you pick, so that it's not an issue for you in the household. But tomorrow, we would like the students to bring their devices with them and have them be charged so that they're ready to go for their Apple Core camp.
Go